Tell us about Tokoloshe and what inspired it, please.
The Tokoloshe is based on a South African mythology, hundreds, if not 1,000 years old, about the stealer of children. So we were told the story as kids, so that we can behave ourselves. It's pretty much the boogeyman. And with what's happening in the world right now, with Me Too movement and all that, I felt like it was important to tell the story. This story is very timely because of what's going on in the world and the fact that people are recognizing that women have rights, etc., etc. So that's kind of how it ties in. Some of the influences, if I can just quickly chat about that. It's a lot of it's like 60s and 70s horror films, especially European horror films, such as Don't Look Now, Repulsion, Rosemary's Baby. So, it was all about like, how do you empower a female character to beat the monster, which is kind of like a horror trope if you look at Alien and Halloween, all those type of films.
And, I mean, horror is such a great genre, isn't it, to explore all of these social topics, really?
Always. I mean, genre. What's great about, I think, genre in general is that you can. It's if you do it right, it's great medicine because you're entertaining people, but yet there's a message that you can use the genre as a conduit for the message.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to provoke conversation.
Exactly, and that's what we hope to do with the film. I mean, we really want people to talk about what's going on in terms of, women's rights, etc., etc. But also, it's just a great film. It's a great ride.
So and then you have to then make it entertaining as well.
Yeah, it's very entertaining. I mean, we rely a lot on not seeing as much. So we use the audience imagination, and I think that's more powerful than any special effects. There are stuff that you do see stuff in the film, but it's more about what seeds you plant in the audience imagination to get them to participate in the film.
It's far more intelligent that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're here at Frightfest, premiering your film. How does that feel, having an international audience?
It's mind-blowing. I've always been a fan of UK cinema. Whether it's Hitchcock, whether it's Ridley Scott, whether it's the list just go on. Even though Kubrick is American, but I think of him as a British filmmaker. The Shining, etc., etc. So for me, it's just a huge honor to come to England. It's really one of the great meccas of cinema.